Hello, dear Scorpio. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. This is the extended part of the yearly reading that I am doing now. I've already uploaded the first part a couple of months ago. This is the extended part. So for those of you that haven't watched that, I will have the link in the description box below. I would advise that you go and watch that, as there are more messages coming from this spread. Now I will be adding more cards. Just for those of you that don't know what I'm doing, I'm starting from the month of January, February, March, all the way around to December. Okay, these are the months. I'm going month by month, but I'm also doing it as a horoscope spread where Aries begins here. Okay, in the natural horoscope, Aries begins here, Taurus, Gemini, and I will be mentioning all the signs up until the sign of Pisces here. So they are areas of life as well that I will be weaving into this spread. Okay, the general energy for 2020, because this is your reading for 2020, it's the Five of Pentacles. So no doubt, with the Five of Pentacles, it is a card of feeling that you have got something missing. Maybe your finances you're halfway there, halfway towards the 10. Some of you, this could also mean that there is a lot of change where finances are concerned. So you're starting at the 5 and there is change. I will be taking more cards. So let's start, dear Scorpio, as I said, and I will be taking more cards. I will explain as I'm going. So the cards I'm using are in the description box below, so do look there. This is another deck that I'm using now. So we're starting off with January. Now this area here in the natural horoscope would be the area of the 10th house, which concerns work, your status, your social standing, how you are seen in the world. It's, you know, the house of where a lot of astrology is happening. We've got Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, the south node of the moon, which is very karmic, and Mars, all in the 10th house. So across from the 10th house is the 4th house, which is the family. This is where the north node of the moon is. So there is something very familiar that you are dealing with here in the area of the south node, north node, in considering the house of home, family, your heritage, and so on. Okay, there is you've got the Two of Pentacles, so some sort of a decision in relation to that. Let's take more cards. Let's look at the Strength card. So we know that the Strength card is all about strength, perseverance, trust. Okay, it looks like the Divine is asking for you to have faith in whatever's going on in this area, which is quite challenging, no doubt. And this, again, is the month of January. So let's take another card. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo in the month of January. We've got the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands can be any fire sign, of course. This is someone who is driven by their desire. Knight of Wands is someone who is a go-getter. Some of you may be traveling for work. This is a card of work. Of course, he's holding that creative wand in his hand. Now, the Knight of Wands is also Sagittarian for me, so it does speak of expanding, okay, expanding your knowledge. Sagittarian energy is worldly matters, worldly things. So some of you, yes, may be traveling here in the month of January for work. Okay, Knight of Wands could be also another character, someone in your life that is very playful where desire is concerned. You may be dealing with someone who is not very serious about you know, making a commitment towards you. This is someone who wants to have fun. Also, the area of Capricorn, and of course with Sagittarius, this can speak of truth. Now the card of Leo, which is the card of strength, says that it is a card of trust. Now, someone may be coming in with the truth, telling you their truth, how they perceive the world and how they perceive people from other cultures, different backgrounds, a different way of thinking as well. That could be. Okay, so we do have the card of patience, but also the card of quick action. So there's a bit of a juxtaposition here in the month of January. Let's look at the month of February. We've got the Magician, which is all about communication. Now we do have Mercury that's retrograding. It started off retrograding in the month of February in Pisces. So the Magician, we know, rules Gemini and Virgo. So some of you may be dealing with one of those signs. And we know that Gemini is also, it's got to do with communication, written, oral, business, collaboration, as well as siblings, neighbors. Okay, this is the month of February, but it's also the house of Sag, which Sag is all about the law, the natural law, as well as worldly matters, people from different cultures, higher education. So some of you may be pulling a rabbit out of a hat. You may be completing studies. We've got the Magician, which is a number one. It is the left brain, the logic. So some of you are trying to find logic in the truth, where there is a lot of confusion with Mercury retrograding in the sign of Pisces in the month of February, and Mercury retrograde moves into March as well. So very confusing time. It's a time of redirecting, turning inwards, of course, looking at old situations, people from the past coming back, situations coming back from the past. And with the Magician, we do say whatever is going on up there in the ethers is reflecting down here on this 3D plane for you. So in the month of February, you are doing something miraculous. The Magician is full of magic, right? So some of you may have been born with Mercury retrograde, and that's your strong point when Mercury is retrograding. Let's take a card for the Magician. What are you beginning here? Because it is an ace. You've got an ace up your sleeve. And we've got the Hierophant. Wow, that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. Now, the Hierophant can speak of beliefs. It can speak of religion. This is the house of religion as well. This could be communication where those matters are concerned. The Hierophant is Taurus, and Taurus is all about values and self-worth, of course. So some of you may be getting a some energy, you may be performing something really well at this time. For those of you that are in a hierarchy situation with the Hierophant, usually the Hierophant is the wise one, and we know that the house of Sag is also very, it's all about wisdom. So this is a very intelligent time for you. I think that you're taking great strides here, making something magical in the month of February. Others of you may be dealing with a Taurian person, sun, moon, or rising. You may be communicating about self-worth, values, also money, because Taurus is the money house. So some of you are reaping the rewards. It could mean that Mercury retrograde is bringing you something very magical in the sign of Pisces. So keep believing in the month of February. And also you may be dealing with people that are at a distance, maybe even companies, worldwide companies, if you are doing business here. Let's look at the Hierophant, which seems like a continuation in the month of March. And this is the house of Scorpio. Scorpio is the 8th house, and 8th house is all about money from other sources. It's the house of commitment as well, going very deep, very Plutonian. Okay, and it is also the house of the occult. Let's see, some of you may be in the spiritual, a spiritual or anything to do with the occult business in the month of March. Let's see what we've got for that. And we've got the 9 of Swords. Some of you may be having issues where your beliefs are concerned. Maybe even if you are dealing with someone who is a foreigner, maybe you are not seeing clearly. There is an imbalance with the Hierophant here. Now, I know that if you are dealing with a Taurian, Taurians can sometimes, because they're very slow moving, very grounded energies. Those of you that are waiting on communication maybe from a Taurian, it doesn't seem to be coming in the month of March here. There is some sort of a lack where your sleeping patterns are concerned, and this could be because of restrictions, things that are of a religious nature. Now, for others of you, we know that the Hierophant can also can speak of commitments and marriage. Some of you may be communicating about these sort of things, and I do see worry around commitments here in the month of March. Let's take the Chariot. Let's take the Chariot, and this is the month of April, and this is the partnership house of Libra. So the Chariot we know is Cancerian energy. The Chariot is a 7. It means that you're in the driver's seat, you've got those reins, and you are trying to move forward. It seems like you are having forward momentum. Some of you are maybe even hoping to travel in the month of April. Maybe in the month of March you've had some sort of commitments that have held you back if you've wanted to, move forward and maybe travel for whatever you're doing. Things concerning your security and your home. Some of you may even be hoping to leave a committed partnership or relationship if you've been dealing maybe with a trickster, which Mercury is, and I'm not reading reversals. So Mercury can be the trickster. Some of you are hoping to move home in the month of April. Let's take another card, and we've got the 5 of Swords, which can be 3 people in a situation, and this is a 5, it's an imbalance. Now, if this is in relation to your security, you're willing to fight. You're willing to fight any situation. You've got the swords in your hands. Others of you that may have been in a love triangle, dealing with a third person, you may be taking charge of your life and overcoming obstacles. You may be even outsmarting the other people that are in this situation. Now, this could even be a fight where family is concerned, an argument, let's say. It is a 5. Again, there are changes in the month of April. Let's look at the month of May. We've got the Fool here, and this is the area of Virgo, your daily routine. You are starting something new. And you've got the Martian energy of Aries to do that. New beginnings in the month of May. Let's take a card and see. We've got the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is Piscean energy. There could be an offer here, an offer for a new love. This can be an unexpected offer. This could also be an apology for those of you that have had issues where commitment is concerned. You are starting a new cycle. This could be an apology, and you may be dealing with someone that is Aries, Pisces on the cusp. Now, we know that Chiron is very close here. Chiron, the wounded healer. You may be healing some old wound here, something to do with a past lifetime. Page of Cups we know can also be an adolescent child, a water sign that is bringing you this Ace of Cups. They're on a new trajectory. They've got a new beginning. Could be something that's going to make you very happy in the month of May. Now, also, this surrounds work, your daily routine. There could be a new cycle that you're beginning where work is concerned. This is an offer. This could be a new creative venture. Let's take the month of June. We've got the Four of Cups. And this is the area of Leo, the very creative, fun house and house of children. We've got the Magician again. Dear Scorpio, you are dealing, no doubt, either with a Gemini or a Virgo. We know that the month of June, more or less, again, there will be another Mercury retrograde. Now, Four of Cups is an offer that's coming through. This is communication. This could be someone or something coming back from the past, coming back around. This is a time, again, to redirect your energy inwards. Take note of the little details. This could also be someone asking for collaboration, someone wanting to join maybe a class. If you are the magician and you are the teacher, this could be a new student coming in for you. Now again, Leo is all about risk-taking. Those of you that are on the fence about accepting this offer with the Four of Cups, you may be willing to take a risk, and I would say it's going to pay off with the card of the Magician. Okay, so let's look at the month of July, dear Scorpio. July with the Two of Pentacles, and this is the house of Cancer. So this is surrounding your home and your stability. We've got the Seven of Cups. So a bit of confusion here. You're back and forth. You've got lots of choices in the month of July. Two very important choices. You are a little bit confused. I would say that Mercury is still retro at this time. But this, we know that with the Seven of Cups, which is Piscean energies, Pisces is all about, you know, that those rose-colored glasses, not seeing clearly. So for those of you that are trying to make an important decision around family, around choices, around a decision in relation to your home, your family, your extended family, then take your time, because there are a lot of cups here, which this can be a very confusing time. Others of you may just be very, very busy. You've got a lot that you're planning, let's say, a lot on your plate where family and home are concerned. And I do see that things are up in the air in the month of July. Okay, let's look at the month of August, which is the house of Gemini. We've got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups we know is spiritual growth. It's looking for those Two of Cups that you haven't been able to find. So in the month of August, dear Scorpio, where are you headed to? Some of you are turning spiritual. I see that. You're maybe, you are maybe doing a bit of both, maybe even connecting spiritual, maybe going on a spiritual retreat, and maybe doing work at the same time. So I see a lot of busy in this time here, in the time of July. Let's look at August, which is the 8th month, and this is number 8 as well. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Wow. So there is some sort of a wish that is coming true. You are beginning something. We've got 9 cups here, a wish fulfillment. Wherever you are going to, you're going to have a wonderful time. I see your cup overflowing in the month of August. Now, some of you may be you know, whilst in transit mode, whilst holidaying or wherever you're heading to, you're starting something with the Ace of Cups. You may be even meeting a Taurian person. This is the house of Taurus. Sorry, did I say Taurus? Wow. So it's Taurus, Gemini on the cusp. For others of you, it could be a Gemini. I don't say signs for no reason. I'm going to stick to that. So either Taurus or Gemini on the cusp, or they've got sun, moon, rising, Mars, etc. here in the month of August. So starting something that's going to make you really happy. And this is a gift from the divine. Now, dear Scorpio, in the month of September, we have the Judgment card, and this is a second chance. Something is resurrecting. This is an epiphany for you. Something that you thought was finished and gone is being reborn here. Now, this is your ruling planet Pluto, and this is the area of Taurus. Taurus, again, is the money house. It's values. Anything that we love, okay? And again, the sign of Taurus comes up here. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which is the Taurus card. You may be dealing with a Taurian, one that was holding back, maybe even holding on to a relationship that you had. Probably could have been someone from the past, or some of you feel as though you've known this person from the past. So this could be a soulmate connection. Now, it's interesting, dear Scorpio, that Taurus is your partnership house. So this could be a karmic partner that is entering your life. For those of you that have had trouble where your finances are concerned in the month of September, it looks as though you're getting another chance, because the Four of Pentacles is the Miser card. Let's take the King of Cups, which is the month of October, which is your birthday month. I would say more than likely this is your energy for a lot of you. This is also the house of Aries. Aries, which means new beginnings. And we've got Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands, where a career is concerned, where incentive and taking action, which is Aries, which is Martian ruled, dear Scorpio, you do share the same ruling planet, Mars. And Mars will be in the sign of Aries the last 6 months of the year. So this is your ruling planet. Obviously in Aries, it's very warrior-like. It's very action-orientated. But Mars will be retrograding in the sign of Aries. Now, retrogrades can always mean of not taking action. You know, there is an inaction. We know that the planet turns much more potent when it's retrograde. So here there is a sense of wanting to move forward, but not, and being more receptive and waiting for your ships to come through, or you are waiting on someone that you may be dealing with at a distance. This could be business, this could be love. Let's take the month of November, again, your birthday month, with the Seven of Pentacles. It's also the house of Pisces. The house of Pisces is 12th house, endings, right? We've got the Queen of Wands, dear Scorpio. Queen of Wands is, I would say more than likely, your energy. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who is very spontaneous, very action-orientated. For others of you, this could be another fire sign. I do see the Queen of Wands usually more as Leo, Aries. So again, you could be dealing with an Aries, Pisces on the cusp. Queen of Wands is someone who is driven by her passion, someone who is very creative, very attractive, very magnetic. So some of you, if this is your energy in the month of November, you are looking at what investments you've made, and you're ready to embark on a new creative project, venture, I would say here. And you may be investing your pentacles into that, if that is you. If that is not you, and this is a person that you are interested in, well, then they may have strong earth in their chart. Could also have Pisces. Looks like there is a stop and start. There is a desire to start something here, but there's also a moment of pause. For those of you that this is business, if this is a new partner that's coming on board that you're collaborating with, then you are taking the time out and you are looking at who's going to invest what. So there is a moment of pause, and this is around your birthday. Some of you may be just doing what you desire at this time, taking time out. You've got the 7 and 8 of Pentacles, so November, December, For November, you're having a bit of a break before you dive into a lot of work in the month of December here. And this is the natural house of Aquarius. Aquarius is also dealings with others. You know, it's the house of the humanitarian. It's also the house of groups and associating with others. Now, the house of Aquarius is also the money house. You are working hard at bringing that money in with whatever business you are doing. Let's take the last month, the month of December. Now, Eight of Pentacles to me is usually the Virgo energy. Virgo is looking at the details, okay, working hard. Virgo is very grounded. Others of you may be dealing with a Virgo. Here we've got, beautiful way to end the year, Ace of Pentacles. Now, this could be some sort of a commitment, a new business. And again, 8 and 9 of Pentacles to me is Virgo energy. Here we've got any Earth's energy here with the 7 of Pentacles. But 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles does speak of Virgo. Some of you may be receiving a promotion for the hard work that you've been doing. If you are working for a body corporate, for a corporate position. If you are with the Ace of Pentacles, those of you that have been hoping for pregnancy, if you've been having some sort of trouble, because we've got Leo here in the month of January, also the house of Leo, you've got the Magician, okay, the Magician, and what I see here with the Page of Cups, with that cup being offered, this could be a back and forth where children are concerned. And when I say children, I mean pregnancy, right? Some of you may be even planning on a pregnancy in the year 2021. But the Ace of Pentacles can also be a promotion, as I said, more money coming in. This could be you working really hard for a new home or a beginning in a new place, because I do see with the Three of Wands here, the Chariot card, the Knight of Wands, I do see, and the Fool here, I see a lot of movement in your year. So some of you may be starting, you may be even saving up your pennies, planning for a permanent move. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles, dear Scorpio. What's going on here? This feeling of lack. Two people not being on the same page. They don't see the blessings though. And we've got the Nine of Wands. Someone's put up their wall. They are protecting themselves since they've been through a lot. Now, what this says to me is that you've been doing a lot of work. It's been quite hard, the year 2020. And let's see where you're moving into. Because it doesn't matter how much work we're doing, we have to see the fruits of that labor. Well, you've got the 5, the 7, the 8, and then you've got a brand new, stable, something very real and long-lasting. You've got a beginning here, which I love to see. Let's take the card of the 5 of Pentacles. And you've got the 7 of Wands. Now, 7 of Wands says that you have to keep pushing through. You do have the upper ground, yes, and you've passed the 6 of Wands here, which says that at some point you've been successful, but you are still very driven and very creative. You still have the weapons, let's say, if not weapons, the creativity and the inspiration and the fight within you to keep fighting off all these, whether it's naysayers, people, situations, doesn't matter. You've got the upper hand. And 7s always speak of the divine for me. So keep pushing through. As I said, the month of December is very promising. Let's take, dear Scorpio, let's take the Mystic Moon Oracle. Let's take some cards here. One for each position. Okay. in the month of January, and in the area of work. We have a barrier. The card barrier says that there are restrictions here. This is where Saturn is transiting. There is some barrier that's blocking you in the area of career. And that could be very karmic because it is in the house of where there is a lot of karma at this time. Let's look at the month of February. We have understanding. So as above, so below. I feel as though you are connecting to spirit. In the month of February, you are receiving the messages from up above. And I feel that there are blessings here because with the Magician, as above, so below, you're still holding on to your beliefs. Through your beliefs, through spirituality, you are understanding what's going on up there and how it's reflecting on your life down here. Let's take a look at the month of March. Ascending. Beautiful. So through ascending, through the understanding, you are ascending again spiritually, even though you're in two minds in the month of March. We've got the light and the dark. A lot of juxtaposition, as I mentioned before. It's like back and forth. But ascension, spiritual ascension, and ascending where the spiritual realm is concerned, even where the hierarchy situation of work or structures, whatever structures you've got in your life, you are ascending. And that can be on a physical but also on a spiritual level in the month of March. Let's take a look at the month of April. Scorpio. And we've got the conclusion. So there is some sort of a key. You've got the Chariot card here. The Chariot, which is a home. It's Cancer. It's moving to a different home. It's forward momentum. Where you were conflicted, you're actually taking the reins and taking charge. And there is a conclusion to what this battle and this imbalance in the month of April was all about. Something to do with a key. You're winning over your competitors. You've got the key in your hands. And that's a positive conclusion to maybe even an argument in the month of April. Could even be surrounding family, because it is in the house of others and in the house of relationships. Let's look at the month of May. We've got the answer is yes. So a brand new cycle in the month of May. The Page of Cups, the offer that's coming in, the answer is going to be yes. So dear Scorpio, if you are offering your cup to someone that you may be dealing with every day, someone maybe even through work, or could even be a Virgo, let's say it is the house of Virgo, the answer will be yes. And my God, a card just opened up in the month of June. Dark Night of the Soul. This offer here, the Four of Cups, which is something not received, not noticed. Obviously, this is a dark moment. Now, some of you may be also dealing with a magician, someone that could be a trickster. Be careful with offers in the month of June. Be very careful in the month of June, the offers and who they're coming from. Someone here is in their darker, they're swimming in darkness and they're not in their right frame of mind. This is someone that could be quite sneaky. Someone that could be taking from you without you even realizing. And that isn't only material things. It could also be emotionally. Someone is, we've got a vampire here. Someone that may be sucking the life out of you in whichever way that can happen. Now, this is in the house of Leo. It is the house of risks. So take care when taking risks. Take care if, for those of you that love gambling, that love going out to have a bit of fun. Don't overdo it. Dark night of the soul. It could be a tough lesson in the month of June. Let's take the next month, which is July. And this is the house of Cancer, the house of home and family. We've got the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. We've got free will. Free will means freedom to me, really, like the freedom that you have of choice, the freedom of choice. Some of you have got a lot of suitors, a lot of offers coming through. Free will can speak of freedom to me, like it seriously can. Some of you are feeling very free where home and family is concerned. Others of you are freeing up some space for things that you want to do. You may have been very busy with that Two of Pentacles. Now, others of you, with the Two of Pentacles, because it can be a card of choice, and the Seven of Cups, which can be also Piscean energy. Could someone be trying to pull the wool over your eyes? Could someone be trying to trick you into keeping you bound and chained in some sort of a situation? I feel that you need to take a lot of care as well in the month of July, okay? And you need to feel free. You need to feel free. Whatever is holding you back, then this card is saying we have got free will. And also this is saying that the divine here is giving you a window of opportunity where you are free to act, and it's not the divine pushing you somewhere. There is more free will for you in the month of July. Let's look at August. Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Let's look at August and the house of Gemini. Let's look at August, and we've got fresh start. You've got the Ace of Cups and you've got a fresh start, a new love life here, new relationship. This is like the Ace of Wands for me. So there is an emotional happiness here, as well as something that you desire. There is new life here. Wherever you are moving towards, this is promising a lot for you. As I said, this could also be a new project for those of you that are following your heart in the month of August. Let's look at the month of September, dear Scorpio. You've got the Judgment card and the Four of Pentacles in the house of Taurus, which is all about values and money. Action needs to be taken here in this month of September. Yeah, in the month of September, you need to take action here. Now, September, right? September, which is just before your birthday, dear Scorpio. Now, it looks as though Archangel Michael giving you that chance, that second chance here. A second chance at someone that maybe was not taking action. I feel that there will be action taken here because of the Four of Pentacles, which I see as Taurian. It's very slow moving. The slow movement is going to change, and it's going to turn quite quick. This could even be communication, conversations where values are concerned. This is a second chance. Now, action can also mean, we know that birds often fly distances. For others of you that didn't have the chance to take that flight, to go to that distant place that you value, let's say, this may be your chance right here. Now, let's take the month of October, which is your birthday, and the house of Aries, which is all about new beginnings. We've got self-worth. Yeah, that's beautiful. Absolutely. Now, Aries is where Chiron is transiting. Chiron in Aries is all about self-worth. Again, I see a lot of similarities here. I do see that you are growing even more with the free will card in the month of July and the self-worth. I think that your freedom in the month of July is raising your self-worth, and you are showing up as the King of Cups here. Now, this could be a past wound, a childhood wound. Some of you may have had maybe even fatherly issues in your childhood. We've got the King of Cups here. King of Cups is a water sign, no doubt, someone who can be quite emotional. Now, as I said, he's in the upright. I'm not reading reversals. Was it someone that was emotionally balanced, or was it not? Was it someone in a past lifetime or from your childhood that was maybe even the martyr, maybe just giving too much and not having received enough, or someone who was indulging in anything to do with alcoholism, drugs, or anything like that? Anyway, I see the month of October that you are growing stronger where your self-worth is concerned. Now, this card just fell out, and I'm going to take it right there on the next area. The month of November, settling means not much being done. For those of you that are taking time out, you may be also creating from a place of not creating, and that means taking time out and getting more creative, relaxing, and getting ready for the busy month of December here. Now, you may, if you are dealing with another earth sign, they're not one to take fast action. So if you are wanting to do that, then you're going to have to find the middle ground. Let's take the last month. You know, this card, settling for less. That's what comes out of that word for me. So I don't know how it speaks to you and your personal journey, but anyway, let's take the last month, which is the house of Aquarius, and we've got purge. Purge, so this is the end of the year. Obviously, purge means Pluto. So for those of you that have gone through this difficult, I should say, life-changing transformation in the year 2020, don't forget that you were given a second chance here in this area, in the area here, which is the month of September. You were given a second chance to resurrect. Now you're in the month of December. You're probably still purging things that were not working for you. And I feel that there is a sense of lightness here and a sense of rejuvenation. Okay, purge. Now, others of you may be dealing with an Aquarian that you may be purging out of your life. Someone who maybe wasn't putting the same amount of work into a relationship or even into a work partnership. So you may be purging where work is concerned and where the Aquarius energies are. Purge means, yes, we're purging to make space for other things. We know that this house of Aquarius can be quite fixed, as you are, dear Scorpio. So it can be a little bit tough. So let's take a look. I just want to take one more card on this barrier here in the month of January, and I want to see what this barrier is. What is this barrier for Scorpio in the month of January? Forgiveness. Forgiveness. I don't know how that speaks to you and in your situation, but this is in the house of Capricorn, which is a very karmic place in the year 2020. There is a lot that we need to purge, past karmic situations. That could be the barrier. There needs to be forgiveness, and the barrier will come down. I want to take one card on the Five of Pentacles, dear Scorpio, and see why you are at the Five of Pentacles here as the general energy. And we've got Divine Feminine. So some of you are turning more receptive than more materialistic in the year 2020. You need to receive these messages. These are messages that you are accepting, that you are collecting from the divine. Please make sure, because we know that the Five of Pentacles can also be a card of spirituality. They're outside of a church. Make sure that you believe in the messages that you receive during the year. Okay? Now, some of you may be also at odds with a feminine energy, with another female, let's say. This could even be a friendship. And some of you may also have a friend which is the divine feminine. If you're not feeling very receptive, know that this is someone that's very intuitive, and they could be there for you. They could be there to support you. I do feel that here. Okay, what I'm going to do now, dear Scorpio, is I'd like to take a couple of cards from the Lover's Path Tarot and look at your love life in the year 2020. For Scorpio, please, Spirit 2020, the year 2020, the general energy in love. What does Scorpio need to know? And we've got a card. And we have the Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins. Now, I don't know if it was reversed or in the upright. I don't usually read reversals. Ten of Coins, remember what I said? You're halfway there with that 5. Ten of Coins can speak of marriage. It can speak of abundance in any area of life. Look at the doors that are opening. For some of you, this could be also the beginning of a new commitment. Why? Because we know that 10's turned into aces. You've got the Ace of Pentacles at the end of the year. So some of you may be walking through a new doorway. If you've been committed to someone where you only got to the 5 of Pentacles, you've got a chance of getting to the marriage, to a very strong connection, a very family orientated and stable like position with the 10 of Pentacles. And that can mean financially, it can mean emotionally as well, where you've got family supporting you and what you're trying to manifest in the year 2020. All right, Scorpio, let's take a message from heaven for you. 10 of Coins, it is Earth, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Scorpio, you may be dealing with a very important Earth sign in the year 2020. Let's take a message from heaven for you. The month 2020, Scorpio, please. The year of 2020. Did I say the month? We support you as you cleanse and clear both inside and out. That's the purging card right there. So you've got the support here. You're cleansing inside and out, getting rid of all those toxins, all that toxicity from your life. Okay, we do have the dark night of the soul here, so we've also got the card of forgiveness. That also helps the toxins leave from your life. Purge, shedding the skin. Let's look at the Universal Love Oracle. Please, Spirit, for Scorpio in 2020, please. Scorpio. Scorpio. Dear Scorpio, you have Guardian. Wow. And this is an angel here. Let's see what the book reads for the Guardian message. Okay. At times you feel lonely, even amidst company. The reality is that you are never alone, for you are loved more than you can possibly imagine. An angel is close to you at present, and you will feel their presence in the coming days. Watch for synchronicities in the words of a song you hear, a falling leaf or feather, or a butterfly fluttering by. These are all signs from your angel who is here to guide and illuminate your path. The way is made clear for you are always on the right path, and your angel will always protect you. There is no right or wrong path. Ultimately, all paths lead to the great ocean of love inside your heart. Wow, dear Scorpio, I did get the goosebumps. That is absolutely beautiful. I am so happy for you. Very happy to see that. All right, dear Scorpio, I do hope that this was of help, gave you a little bit of clarity. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for trusting in my readings, and wishing you well for 2020, and looking forward to talking to you very soon. All right. Bye.